To all the business owners and entrepreneurs, the crazy ones, the believers, the doers, the clever makers, the action takers, and everybody else in between, this podcast was designed for you. Welcome to a Business Growth Mindset podcast. I'm Kristian Livolsi, and I'm incredibly grateful to be here today and share this episode with you. In today's episode, I'm going to show you how you can biohack your way to well-being, clarity, and a peak state. This episode applies to everyone, not just CEOs and business owners. It will help you grow and flourish by achieving results faster than ever before. This podcast will help you live an outstanding life. You have the power to make that decision, and you have a choice to thrive. So today, I will share with you the biohacking tools that are helping me and my clients thrive. If this is your very first time listening to my content, make sure that you subscribe by clicking the subscribe button now and change your notifications alert setting so that you don't miss future episodes. You've heard of hacking computers, hacking smartphones, and hacking emails. But what about hacking your body? The concept is called biohacking. While it may sound like something out of a Jason Bourne movie, it's really all about self-improvement, and there are numerous ways to incorporate methods of biohacking the body and mind into your daily routine. Now, biohacking is a concept that gained a currency in a popular culture over the past decade. Initially, it was about applying the tech hacker ethos to biology. It was pushed forward by a small group, mostly healthy, wealthy-ish men and women, certain that they could find shortcuts to anything, including themselves. Since then, it has jumped from radical personal experimentation to TED stages to everyday lifestyle products, including coffee. Biohacking is essentially the practice of changing our chemistry and our physiology through science and self-experimentation to energize and enhance the body. It's a broad definition, but that's also because the concept is constantly evolving. Now, biohacking can include anything from procuring raw water to hanging upside down so that you can hack your brain by increasing blood flow to tracking everything that goes in and out of your body with an obsessiveness that could, in many contexts, be considered pathological. It includes implementing lifestyle and dietary changes that improve the functioning of your body, as well as wearable technology to help you monitor and regulate physiological data. It can even run to extremes such as using implant technology and genetic engineering. Now, biohacking has become a buzzword used to sell unregulated dietary supplements and to repackage old products such as coffee with butter. People have added cream to coffee since the beginning of time, but the new iteration is more expensive and is again supposed to hack your brain. Now, fads can be misleading, and anything that sells shortcuts to biology or any approach in life that claims to shortcut hard work is often selling untested health advice that is supposed to upend science. Now, for most people trying these things, their results, right, tend to be wasted money and time. However, there is value in a sense of control over our own physiology in times when the outside world can seem uncontrollable. So today, I offer you the tried and tested as well as the natural biohacks that I have come to try that serve me. Now, the possibilities are endless, but they are all rooted in the idea that we can change our bodies and our brains, and that by doing so, we can ultimately become smarter, faster, and better as human beings. Now, if you are new to biohacking, then start biohacking your body by using wearables such as Fitbit or the Apple Watch to track the way that you operate. This will help you with baseline data, and you can track and measure. Now, if you want to get really serious, get a full blood test, an EEG, and a body scan. Now, some people start with music, meditation, fasting, and a sustainable diet, and these are great starting points. So we will explore some of these today. So let's start with biohacking your brain with functional music. Music has an incredible effect on the brain. With over 1 billion neurons that are constantly using electricity to talk to each other, your brain is a supercomputer. Brain activity can be measured in a wave-like pattern and determines if you feel alert, sleepy, relaxed, or even stressed. Things can affect your brain waves and include the activity that you are currently performing, how much restorative rest you've had, and what you've just eaten or even drank. Now, one of the most reliable ways to change your brain waves is through a consistent sound wave. Now, audio entertainment, a form of music biohacking, uses binaural beats and tones to synchronize with your brain waves and induce a meditative, relaxed state. You can access programs developed specifically for your own brain and the activities that you want to accomplish at brain.fm. Now, I've used brain.fm for many years now. I also listen to classical music and in particular Baroque music when I need to focus. Now, music has the power to change your mood and mindset as quickly as you can hit play on your favorite playlist. What happens when you play The Eye of the Tiger? Now, I'm not going to sit here and play it for you, but think about it. So the other one is biohacking your diet with intermittent fasting. Now, new research has found that it's not just what we eat, it's when we eat that can make a huge difference. Now, many experts have turned to intermittent fasting to help you optimize your body's nutrition intake. Intermittent fasting will not only help you lose fat, but also gain muscle and energy. Now, to understand why intermittent fasting works, you need to make the distinction between your body being in a feed state and a fasted state. Now, when your body is in a feed state, you are digesting and absorbing food. Now, generally speaking, you're in a feed state for about 3 to 5 hours after eating. During this phase, your insulin levels are high and your body is focused on digestion. When your body is allowed to rest during the fasted state, you experience a number of benefits. Now, when you fast, you increase your levels of growth hormones as much as 5 times their normal rate, which boosts your metabolic rate. Now, fasting can also reduce your insulin resistance, which lowers your blood sugar and makes stored body fat more accessible to burn. Now, some experts indicate that intermittent fasting may also reduce your LDL cholesterol, which is a known risk factor when it comes to heart disease. Now, while there are many versions, and there are many, of intermittent fasting, the most user-friendly is the 16-8 method. Now, this method revolves around a straightforward structure in which you restrict your daily eating period to 8 hours of the day. Now, for example, each day you eat between 1 and 9 p.m. and fast for the other 16. Biohacking your body involves trying new techniques and finding out what works. Alternate day fasting has you fasting one day, then eating normally the next. Now, you might restrict calories one day and then eat normally the next. The 5-2 method involves eating normally 5 days a week and completely fasting, completely fasting the other 2 days. Now, you can also lengthen or shorten your eating window. Now, let's look at biohacking your diet with good food. Celery juice, warm lemon water, apple cider vinegar, and cayenne pepper hot water, water-based foods, anti-inflammatory foods, and little amounts of animal products can actually biohack your body. Now, knowing what works for you is a matter of experimentation and a process of elimination. Exactly what constitutes good is a mix of taste and culture and individual metabolisms, and the subject of much debate by people who try to impose one correct way of eating on everyone. Now, from a nutritional perspective, humans are able to thrive on a wide variety of edible things. And people who eat a lot of minimally processed, plant-based things tend to live long, healthy lives. Anyone who makes strict rules about an avoidance-based or one-size-fits-all diet is selling something, probably a supplement, possibly calling it a biohack. Now, I've tried almost anything, and if it's too good to be true, then it's unlikely to work. There really is no substitute for discipline and effort. Now, biohacking your health with red light therapy. Have you ever spent a lot of time indoors and begun to feel off? Our bodies and brains need light to function at their best. Not only does the sun give us an important dose of vitamin D, but it helps us in a number of other physiological and emotional ways. Let's look at it a little bit closer. Now, specifically at the light waves between 600 and 900 nanometers. Now, how does this range of light wave impact us, and how can we use it to biohack our body? Now, studies have shown that your body responds particularly well to red and near infrared wavelengths, which range from 600 to 900. Now, this particular range of light waves are absorbed by the skin to a depth of about 8 to 10 millimeters, at which point your mitochondrial chromophores absorb the photons. Now, this activates a number of neuron systems and metabolic processes. Now, in plainer terms, red light therapy has become an increasingly popular form of biohacking used to treat a number of conditions. It has been proven to relieve pain, reduce inflammation, and restore function. And because it is non-invasive and non-chemical treatment, it's not as intimidating as other forms of biohacking. Now, my mother-in-law has been using it for skin tone and anti-aging effects, and she swears by it. So I started using it to reduce inflammation and relieve pain. I have a significant deficiency in vitamin D and have to take a daily supplement as a requirement. Now, the greatest benefit I see for me in all this is that I get 10 minutes of silence every day where I can focus my mind away from the daily congestion. So, biohacking your mindset with purpose and gratitude. Chasing happiness is not a biohack, but chasing purpose is. The difference is sort of subtle, because when people feel purpose in their lives, they tend to feel happy. But the primary intention is what matters. If you chase the happiness itself, the utilitarian part of your midbrain will likely lead you to the most expedient path to the strongest hit of dopamine. Often those come to us through substances and screens. These hits can become addictions that no longer give us happiness. Chasing purpose reverses the order. You take up something that doesn't initially reward you, but pays off, the neurotransmitter-wise, in dividends later. Now, how we view life has a huge effect on our moods, how we treat others, and our general levels of fulfillment. Now, when you have an abundance mindset, you're consistently grateful for everything that comes your way and are always focused on the positive. Have a hard time adopting this type of perspective? Changing your mindset is really about nothing more than practice. Now, you need to consistently refocus your brain to see the positive in every situation until it becomes second nature. The biohacking techniques and tools, or the following biohacking techniques and tools, can help. A gratitude journal, in which you write 3 to 5 things that you are grateful for, that helps you reframe the day to focus on the positive and reflect on all the good things that have happened to you. You can take a gratitude walk where you give thanks and send positive energy to every living thing you see. If you walk to work or take a morning jog, you can easily incorporate this into your morning routine. The other thing you can do is write a weekly letter of gratitude to someone who has helped you or who means a lot to you. It could be a family member or a long-lost friend or even a co-worker who always remembers to stock your favorite coffee. Now, begin the day with a ritual, such as meditating, and set an intention to be grateful for all that you encounter. Now, I want to talk about biohacking sleep. Now, you see, sleep is brain cleansing and will extend your life and help prevent pretty much every disease. Yes, even the infectious ones, since sleep deprivation can leave the immune system in tatters. Now, sleep requires no effort and costs nothing, yet people tend to go out of their way not to do it enough and to brag about not doing it. Now, sleep should be an easy sell. It's a deep meditative state where you explore your subconscious and the dense ball of neurons in your heads wash themselves, clearing out the metabolic byproducts, which we call toxins. Now, if the pro-work anti-sleep culture makes you feel lame and self-conscious, say leaving a party to go home and sleep, try saying, I'm going to go biohack my brain, and then run out of the room. Now, that's pretty easy, right? Now, the key to sleep is to save the last hour of the day for non-work related tasks to let your brain cool down. Now, other basic steps to master this biohack include no phones in bed, no caffeine or prescription amphetamines before bed, and absolutely no alcohol before you go to bed because it messes with your sleep cycle. Now, maintain somewhat regular sleep schedule and keep your bedroom dark. And if it's not, wear an eye mask and bring the darkness wherever you go. So biohacking is a way to change your body, your health, and your brain so that you can reach your goals and achieve a peak state faster and more effectively. Now, whether you use supplements, technologies like red light therapy, or you make changes to incorporate an abundance mindset, biohacking is meant to help you make lasting and positive change. You are too intelligent, too resourceful, and too capable to live a life stuck. So stop doing yourself a disservice by not exploring your potential and not becoming outstanding. Now, I want you to live in a peak state, shift your expectations to appreciation, and enjoy your achievement and live a fulfilled life with passion and purpose. Biohacking can help you achieve a constant peak state and support your mindset. Now, a consistent peak state and growth mindset has the power to change your life and those around you. Life is short, and we don't know how short it's going to be. And I bet that if you only had a week to live, you wouldn't sweat and suffer on the little things. Instead, you would embrace all the good in this world, your loved ones, nature, the sunsets. You would breathe deeply, and you would do what you love and what you are passionate about and what gives you purpose. So here's my thing. Why wait? Why not just decide to live your best life and be outstanding? Raise your standards and step up. Today's your day. It's your life. It's your legacy that you can build right now. Now, all you need to do is decide to live your best life. And to do so, you need to be in a peak state. You can decide that you're going to have a great time. You can achieve and be fulfilled and live with passion and purpose. So this is your time to decide. I don't take anything for granted anymore. I live in a peak state and I do what I love for those that love what I do. So join me in living a peak state. And if you don't know how, just follow me on LinkedIn or on Facebook. Turn your notification setting on so you never miss my content. I share videos almost every day on those platforms. Immerse yourself and raise your standards, step up and make your move right now. If you love today's episode, please take a minute to rate it and provide a review. This will help others know that the content that I'm sharing is valuable, but also it inspires me to share more content with you. Now, while you're there, why not share this episode with your network and give the gift of knowledge to others? Please take care, be vulnerable and courageous, and raise your standards. And remember to always live with purpose. Are you ready to start taking action on your business? Would you like to spend more time with your family? Then call 1300-643-229 and start building momentum right now. I know you're busy. In fact, you are so busy that you don't have time to work on your business or yourself. Often tossing and turning at night, worrying about the how-tos and the cash flow. How on earth can you possibly get off the hamster wheel so that you can take a helicopter view to see where you'll be in 90 days, 1 year, or 3 years from now? In this program, I will take you from sleepless nights to blissful sleep. You'll have more time with your family and you will have the clarity and direction so you can grow and flourish. Call 1300-643-229 now and start building momentum.